Sounds good. Thank you guys. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me the time to talk to you guys. All right, bye guys. Welcome back. My name is Jerribee, and I just finished speaking with a group of students in the 9th grade and 11th grade. They're at a high school called Cherrett in Providence, Rhode Island. And I was just telling them a little bit about my story, about how important it is to reinvest into your own neighborhood, into the streets that you grow up on. That way, your future, your kids, could grow up in an environment that is safe, welcoming, and is going to help them grow into better individuals. So just to dive into it a little bit, I grew up in this neighborhood, and my cousins were there. More than one family of cousins lived in this neighborhood, right? So I had multiple houses that we could hang at and just enjoy ourselves. My family chose to move 5 minutes down the street, which put us into a different neighborhood, put us actually into a different city, different town. So all new school system, things like that. And the desire was, of my parents, was to have us grow up into a different school system, and we wouldn't be hanging out on the streets and getting into trouble and getting into crime, things like that, because that was very much a thing in the neighborhood that I was born at. For a lot of residents in this neighborhood, that was the kind of status quo, right? Like the desire was to get your kids out of this neighborhood. My conversation with these students was to think the opposite, right? If everybody did their part in thinking creatively on how they could clean up their neighborhood and reinvest into ways that their neighborhood could thrive, then we could slowly transform the thought process and start to think like, hey, you know what? I would love my kids to grow up in this neighborhood. So that's kind of what we're doing here, and I'll dive into the project that we have going on in a different video. But basically, we bought a building in this neighborhood down the street from where I grew up. We're turning that into a large plaza. This building was abandoned for at least the time frame that I've been alive, right? So we're talking 28 years here. It's been riddled with graffiti, no windows in the building, so you can't even see into the building. It just didn't really help the aesthetic of the neighborhood, so it really didn't promote a successful neighborhood, right? Now, fast forward to now, 2020, we own the building. We're starting to develop the outside, right? We're knocking some of the bricks out and adding in storefronts and getting some store owners in there. So we're really starting to make an impact in the neighborhood's future, right? And hopefully make it a place where people enjoy coming to, right? So that's a little bit of what we were discussing here on this Zoom call. And I'm pretty happy because a lot of students were really engaging. They asked a lot of good questions about how I got into it, and what's kind of motivating me to keep on going, and what's kind of next. So a lot of exciting things. I just wanted to encourage you, if you are in a similar predicament where I found myself at, you are important. You can make a difference in your neighborhood. It's really important for those that are younger than you, the generations that are after you, to grow up in a place that they can want to be at, right? If everybody had the desire to be somewhere else, a newsflash, like it's not greener. It's not greener somewhere else, right? It's only green where you water. And I saw that quote the other day, and I loved it. And if I'm butchering it, I'm adding it down here right now. But love this quote. It's if more people thought this way, I think this world would be a much better place. So just want to leave you that. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like more of this content, please like and subscribe. We'll be coming at you every week. Thanks.